What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the LAS Philly Sports Podcast. I'm Leith Sinclair. I apologize, it's been a minute. Just getting caught up in school. I don't know if I actually ever told people this when I started this podcast, but I'm in school for sportscasting. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this. And, I'm trying to get my practice in. And I want to try and get myself out there so people know who I am. And I live in Tucson, Arizona. I'm a big Philly sports fan, as you can see. And I'm currently going to school for Full Sail University, or at Full Sail University, I should say. And they have a sportscasting program. It's actually run by Dan Patrick. If you're a diehard sports fan, you probably know who that is. He created the program. It's run by Gus Ramsey, who also worked at ESPN at one point. He's also been a long time guy in the sportscasting industry. So anyways, I know it's been a while and I missed a lot of content, of opportunities to make content, and I apologize. But we got a lot to get to, don't we? We've got two teams going in opposite directions. We got the Eagles going here. We got the Sixers going here. And, well, I guess I'll start with the Sixers. The injury bug continues to hurt us. We gave a good fight to the Orlando Magic today, but we fall to 5 and 15. All the expectations, this was certainly not what I was expecting. This is the last thing I was expecting for this season. But unfortunately, that's where we're at. I think Embiid has played 4 out of 20 games. I can't remember what Paul George's numbers are, but he hasn't played much either, and it's kind of frustrating. We're kind of stuck with Paul George for the near future because of the contract. He's on a max contract, 4 years, $212, I believe, is the amount he's getting paid. But I think it's time to look at Embiid. Is he the guy that's going to take us to the promised land, take us to a championship? They said that we were going to manage his load to get him healthy for the playoffs, but you can't make the playoffs. You can't be healthy for the playoffs if you're not in the playoffs. What's the point of being healthy for the playoffs when you're not going to make the playoffs? So that's a bit frustrating right there. We gave good hard fought game today, but it just wasn't enough. And I love the McCain kid. He's awesome. Jared McCain is a beast. Ricky Council's a beast. Kelly Oubre's been good of late. I'm not his biggest fan, I'll be honest, but he's been playing well the last 2 games. I'm not sure Maxey is a number 1 option. I love Maxey. I have only bought 2 Sixers jerseys in my lifetime. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. I love Maxey, but I don't know that he is the guy. I just don't. But, there's still, the good news is there's still plenty of time to get this season turned around. And, we'll see from there. But it doesn't look good right now. And I'm not so sure about Nick Nurse either, honestly. Some of his obsession with Kyle Lowry, his need to play the older guys, Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon, I'm just not sure about that. So I think we were a little overhyped about the hiring of Nick Nurse. He got the 1 championship with Kawhi Leonard. That shot, by the way, still lives in my head. forever and ever. But I'm not sure about Nick, but he has also been dealt a rough hand with the injuries. And it just hasn't been the season we were expecting as Sixers fans. That being said, we do have a team in Philly that has brought some joy. They're winners of 8 straight. They look like a Super Bowl contender. That is, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles. They have, on their 8-game winning streak, given up, I think, 15 points per game. They look incredible on both sides of the ball. Saquon Barkley is an MVP candidate. And this is with A.J. Brown missing a few... I mean, not A.J. Devontae. This is with Devontae missing a few games. Saquon looks like an MVP. Jalen's not turning the ball over. He's playing efficiently. He's playing well. The tush-push is still effective. The defense, man. Vic Fangio was a home run hire. He's got that unit playing on fire. And Zach Bond, diamond in the rough right there from Howie Roseman that he found. Zach Bond needs an extension yesterday. And I'm hoping that stays the case, where he continues to play well like that and continues to just dominate. I should give a shout out to BG, Brandon Graham. It sucks. It's unfortunate that he has another season-ending injury, and it would really suck to see him end his career like that, playing only half a season. Obviously, he is one of the greatest Eagles ever. He gave us probably the greatest play in Eagles history when he strip-sacked Tom Brady on a play that ultimately won us our first Super Bowl. So it sucks to see that for BG. I think I speak for all Eagles fans when I say we love you. But yeah, the defense is playing awesome. We got 2 stud rookies in Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Just everybody is playing well, and credit to Sirianni. I know Sirianni's been under fire for certain things. At times he can be a frustrating coach, but he's got his guys playing really well. And yeah, we look like a legit Super Bowl contender. That win in Baltimore was huge. I think we were down 9-0 early in that game and came back to win. That was huge on our part. And it just shows that we're not only really talented, but we're resilient. And I think this team can go a long way, but we got to keep fighting. On Sundays, we have a home game against the Carolina Panthers. This is one of those games where you throw the record out. They are 3-8, so on paper they don't look very good, but last couple of games they've been pesky. I think pesky is the word to describe the Carolina Panthers. They took the Bucks to overtime. They nearly beat the Chiefs in regulation. So yeah, they're not a team that we can just go in and beat. We can't just sleep on them. We got to play tough and hard like we've been playing, and try and get our 9th straight win. It would, I believe, tie an Eagles record for consecutive wins. I believe that we tied that record also in 2017, back when we won a Super Bowl. Just a little side note. But yeah, the Birds are playing well, Sixers are not. So I tell my friends that I really hope the Eagles win a Super Bowl, because it's not looking great for the Sixers. But hopefully we get a good while to enjoy the Eagles. Hopefully the Sixers turn it around eventually. And yeah, it's a very eventful time right now in Philadelphia sports, and I'm looking forward to hopefully another win for the Philadelphia Eagles. We got another chance at the Magic. The Sixers do on Friday. Back-to-back games at home against the Magic. Credit to them. They played hard. They took a good Magic team all the way down to the wire. And they came back from 15 down and made it a close game the rest of the way. It just wasn't enough. But all we can do is hope and continue to watch. Anyways, that's it for this episode of the LAS Philly Sports Podcast. I will do my best to do more of these more often. And I'm sorry I didn't do the intro before where I talked about myself a bit, introduced myself. But I am a student at the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting at Full Sail University. If you know anybody that's interested in sportscasting, I highly recommend you. If you or somebody you know is interested, I'd recommend going to that school or telling that person in your life about that school. It is an in-depth sportscasting program that goes over every little detail of being a successful sportscaster. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun, and I'm trying to get my experience up in terms of the different aspects of sportscasting. I live in Tucson. I got to go to University of Arizona sportscasting football press conference, and I attended the practice. I've been doing some work with 1290 AM Tucson, so that's been a lot of fun. Credit to David Kelly and University of Arizona Athletics for letting me have those opportunities. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun, and part of my job is to get better, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So anyways, hopefully the Eagles get a win on Sunday. Hopefully we can bounce back on Friday as a Sixers team, and yeah, we'll try to do these again, like I said, more often. And I hope everybody enjoys these. And if you have any suggestions, please leave comments in the comment section. Please be respectful though, but feel free to give your honest opinions. That'll do it for this episode of the LAS Philly Sports Podcast. I'm Laith Sinclair.